Hi. I have this remnant of this fabric. I was in my fabric stash figuring out what I'm going to do next. And I have this. It's less than a yard. It's about 31 inches. And I thought I want to make a summer shirt out of this. I just love it. So I'm going to use the Thea Boho blouse pattern because the last one I made, I really love the bodice of it. I love the shirt itself and how it fits, but I didn't have enough. So I went on the website, fabricstore.com, and I was able to buy half a yard at a great price. So this is going to have to be the sleeve and the yoke. I think I can get everything else here. So, all right, I'm going to start cutting it out, laying it out, making it happen. It is a really rainy, icky day in New York today. And I don't know about you, but it really affects my mood when the weather's meh. If you're new to my channel, my name is Linda. Hello. I am an actor and writer by profession, and I also love to make clothes and to sew and to dream about high fashion. I'm obsessed with beautiful clothes, and I do not have the budget to buy all the things that my imagination would like me to buy. So yes, so I sew. It's also a great creative outlet for me because right now I'm working on a new play and it's intense and really difficult, and sometimes I just need to step away and do something else, and that's what happened today. I was working on it this morning, and now I'm going to do this for a while. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside for a second. I can get the back on the fold, the right front, left front, the collar, and maybe the yoke. Well, I don't know about that. No, I think the yoke's got to be on this piece. So let me just make sure before I cut this, I'll put this one aside, that I can actually get everything. And then I need to figure out what sleeve I'm going to make, because I want to make something, I don't know, slightly different and interesting. Okay, here's the yoke. I'm going to go in here. Here is the collar band. Fine. This is plenty. Okay, and then these two are the front. So I've got all this, basically. This is the sleeve. Just the basic version of the short sleeve that you could make. I'm a big fan of the box pleat. You know what I'm going to have to do? I also cut it this way and get it wider. I'm going to have to make a muslin. So I'm thinking right now. Have the cap of the sleeve be normal, but cut this out as far as I can, and then do some box pleats along the cuff and make it like, I don't know, right above the elbow. So it's here, but then it has a little volume rounding here. Am I making any sense? All right. You know what? I'm going to do that first. I love tissue patterns. Maybe it's because when I learned sew when I was a kid and this was all there was. I don't know. I like them. I like them more than the PDFs. Okay, if these two are going to happen here, then how wide can I go? I can't go that wide. If I go here. I'm gonna go get paper scissors. Don't cut with your cloth scissors. Don't cut paper with your cloth scissors, ever. Like, don't run with scissors. You know, that stuff. I'm using the rest of this fabric though. I bought it, I made an apron for my daughter, which I've showed you in a couple other videos. I'll put a picture up. Last Christmas. It looks so nice. That's what I bought this for. Okay, people. I'm making this work. Let's see, will this work? Fold it out. You know what? I just need to make one. What am I doing? I don't need two sleeves. It's an experiment. I bet this doesn't fit here, does it? Oh, this is fit. I hate wasting fabric. Does this fit? Oh my God. If I move it down just a little. Okay, I think I might have something here. I believe this is gathered a little because this is so low. I believe this is gathered a little. Oh, now I can't see. So I have to look at that in more detail. So this will be like right above my elbow, but there's plenty of room. It's not tight. I would make a little narrow cuff. And because the linen has a lot more weight, it won't be quite as poofy, but it'll just be kind of a nice summer sleeve, I think. All right, I need to do a little more research on the pattern, figure out what, I'm pretty sure this is so big. I need to look at my other shirt, but it feels like this has got to come up here more, which means this is gathered a little bit. But I think it's gonna work, and it's taking up, you know, this distance is all the fabric I have, so it kind of has to work. And there is a leaf blower going off outside. Oof, one of my least favorite things, leaf blowers. Hi, it's a new day, and I'm sure some of you are way ahead of me on this. As I was thinking through this morning, I realized I have to cut 2 collar pieces and 2 yoke pieces on the fold, which what I was mapping out yesterday is not going to work. And I don't have enough for the yoke. So what I'm going to do, I have this navy linen. I'm going to cut the inside yoke out of this, which should be fine because you're not even going to see it. And then I can cut a second collar for the under collar out of the blue floral linen by making a seam in the center. I won't be able to cut it on the fold, but I can make a seam. So it's gonna be okay, I think. This is the blouse. This is the blouse, which I had that other video, but I wanted to show you why I like the fit. It just like skims my body. I really like the fit a lot. This is a sleeve that I made up from another pattern with the box pleats up here and the box pleats down here. So the sleeve I was working on yesterday is just gonna have the slight gathering. I think I'm gonna go through with it, and you know, the box pleats down here. And I was thinking maybe I need just a narrow cuff trim to close up the end of the sleeve. Maybe I'll do it out of the navy. Might be a nice little detail. So I need to finish laying everything out, cut it out, and I need to mess with the sleeve a little bit more, make sure it is what I want and that pattern that I made up is working. Onward. I've got the body of the shirt together now, the front and the back and the yokes. I used that navy linen, as I said, for the inside yoke since I didn't have enough of this fabric, which seemed to work just fine. I did something that I haven't done before, and I believe I made this blazer and it instructed me to do this, and I'm sure proper tailors do this, but I marked the buttons and the buttonholes just with thread all the way down, which I think, oh, I don't want to rip that thread. I think it's gonna hold and be more precise. I often will go back after I've put the shirt together and then try to lay the pattern down, you know, with the seam allowance is already gone, and mark anyway. So hopefully this will be better. I've also got this my made up sleeve pinned on just to make sure that it fits the armhole, which it does. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with it. I adjusted the pattern slightly. I had to put a curve at the bottom, a little geometry that I wasn't totally taking into account. I still have four box pleats at the bottom. So yeah, it's going good. Moving on. I found these buttons on Mood online and I absolutely love them. They have this leaf motif. I mean, you never know, right, when you buy buttons online, but they're a nice wood and they look great. All right, I wanted to show you the inside and how clean and finished it is with the French seams. No raw edges hanging out. With the linen, it would be a mess if they were. It would unravel everywhere. Again, the pretty buttons. I am so pleased with this. It really matched what I had in my mind when I started the project. I love this fabric. I can't tell you how much. I will link it below. It is a heavier linen, so it's not going to be perfect on the super hot days, but when it cools off in the evening, it'll be great, and it'll definitely go into the fall. And here I am with my straight leg denim. This is my uniform, a blouse and jeans, most days of my life. So I think it's really gonna work. And I love it here with the plaid pants. I know it's maximalist, but I love mixing prints this way. I think it also looks great with the faded wide leg jeans, almost a monochromatic look. And I love making a pattern over and over again. I'm so happy I have 3 versions of this shirt. The navy one I made up the sleeves. This one are the sleeves that come with the pattern. And then of course I made up these sleeves. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. I loved working on this project, and that's it. I'll be back again soon. Okay, bye.